Wazirike urges UN to expose federal government's atrocities against Biafra, irked by atrocities allegedly being committed against Biafra by the federal government of Nigeria. Chief Ralph Wazirike, leader and founder of Movement for Actualization of Sovereign State of Biafra, MASOB, otherwise called Biafra Independent Movement, BIM, weekend in a virtual meeting organized by the Unrepresented Nations and Peoples Organizations UNPO for member states in Nigeria, urged United Nations to expose those atrocities. The BIM MASOB leader, who was represented at the meeting by Elder Chris Muka from the state of Biafra, said he expected the world body to look in the evidence of atrocities committed by the Nigerian government against the people of Biafra from 1960 till the present time. He hinted at a report on such atrocities had since last September 2020 been forwarded by MASOB to UNPO office. Recall that UNPO is one of the organs of the United Nations, and the virtual meeting was attended by member states in southern Nigeria, including Biafra, Oduduwa, and the Movement for the Survival of Ogoni People, MOSOP. The meeting, which had the UNPO head legal team, Mr. Ralph Bunch, as the moderator, was convened to know the problem of each UNPO member state and fashion out ways they could work together. Muka explained that there was nothing much to say here at the conference that the Biafran leader, Chief Ralph Wazirike, has not said in the past regarding the actualization of Biafra as a separate state from Nigeria, adding that Biafra's case against Nigeria was clear and could never be wished away. My name is Elder Chris Muka. I represent Chief Ralph Wazirike from the state of Biafra. There is nothing much for me to say here at this conference that the Biafran leader, Chief Ralph Wazirike, has not said in the past regarding Biafra's independence from Nigeria. We expect the United Nations UN to look into our case and do justice to our factual evidence of the atrocities committed by the Nigerian state against people of Biafra from 1960 till present time, a report which BIM MASOB forwarded to your office September last year. Cool. He also expressed support for Haneze Nigbo's position that the rule of law should prevail in the trial of Kanu, the leader of proscribed IPOB. Facts. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't know. I think what MASOB, IPOB, these groups just make Biafra look like a joke. Why? Because you're from one state, but then the way in which the individuals of the state are going about getting this one sovereign state is confusing, and it's hard to take seriously because we're now like, okay, fine, it's already as big as enough and it's as complicated as it is and confusing for you to have a conflict between Biafra and the Nigerian state. And now even within Biafra, the groups themselves, because let's not pretend, I don't think MASOB and IPOB are the same or have the same ideology. I mean, they are fighting for the same thing, but then they are led by different people, different ideologies, and for some reason, I don't know why they cannot come together and fix whatever the issue is. So again, I'm not like, this does not, well, in the court of public opinion, this is not a good look. However, if they can, join forces, and if it becomes more apparent that, let's say, more groups arise that are of the Biafran state and are working towards the same thing but just different agitations or agitators, well, I guess it makes the fight stronger rather than have just one body, one thing. So I guess maybe having two different groups fighting for the same thing is not a bad idea. However, sometimes it can get confusing. Let's look at the comment section. Someone says, you will support it. The greatest problem of Biafra agitator is that whenever they take advice from others, they think they're alone. Those who give advice are not against you and don't think you will get Biafra nation without others. It is impossible. I'm finding it hard to understand the comment because it's just not making sense. Someone says, leave these selfish people. United Nations should go to the east and see how Igbos are killing our security agents. Oh my days. If this same United Nation will accept such citizens in their country, talk is cheap. Listen, you don't understand. When we talk about these clashes, you need to understand that if you make it personal, you make the case more complicated than it is. When we say this, we're talking about the Nigerian state, and I think that the Nigerian state itself is where the problem is, and obviously the people that are leading consciously and are knowingly making things hard for the Nigerian people. That is what the focus is on. When you say Igbos are killing security agents, they are not killing security agents. They are defending themselves from security agents that have been sent by the Nigerian state to have excessive military presence over them for no justifiable reason at all, especially when such resources could be utilized in other areas in the country where there's high insecurity. So again, it's like you're not, it's like the fact is, yeah, you need to transfer your anger towards the Nigerian state, and then don't take it personal, because obviously if you're on the side of the Nigerian state, fine, that's your own, but don't then look at the people that the Nigerian state is against and then personalize your hatred and then start giving out unnecessary comments and all that. Don't do that, because the people that the government is fighting against are not a body. They are a people, they're a culture, they're a tribe. It's not one unitary thing where we can say they're a state, where you can actually look at its leaders and talk about it. So again, all this unprovoked aggression, I don't understand, but have your opinion anyway. Someone says, paid agent, sorry, you vomit that money sent to you. Right. For me, I prefer Igbos go, but should not come to trade or live in our new country. Let them patronize themselves. You see this, you see the problem. Like, why must you have beef? And that's the thing. And I'm just like, this is why Africa as a whole will never progress, because this is the problem. This is the problem. What is wrong in a people just wanting to be autonomous? Like, is it that bad? Why are you salty? Because again, it's like, it doesn't even matter if Nigeria is united. Like, no one cares. Africa could literally have 1,000 individual states or countries, whatever. But as Africans, if we're not united, this is how you're going to be having creeks and holes where you have outsiders that will infiltrate and destroy everything for us, because we're too selfish and our pride, is too big. For what? It's like, it's not, you're holding on to a state that is not benefiting you. It's a different thing if you're like, okay, fine, if you want to go, but then you also understand that the country itself needs to be fixed. Because really and truly, are you doing anything to try and change the situation of Nigeria? You're not. So it's like, whoever is fed up, let them go. Don't take it personal. It's not you. They didn't live because of you. Why are you holding on to a Nigerian state that was never even meant for you, that was not created for you anyway? When Nigeria was created, the intention was not that you would do well or your generations would do well. Better get that into your understanding. Put what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.